There is no way to find out. If you try to find out, you get cheated. But if your relative is in the ghost realm and your relative is suffering and wants your help, he or she will let you know, either through dreams or coming back to the house and walking around to let you know. Sometimes the window opens by itself, the light opens by itself, the fridge open and close and all that, just to let you know. So why do they want you to know? Because they are in a state of suffering. However much we suffer as a human being, it is very little compared to the ghost realm. Ghost realm, they have nothing to eat. Every night they must walk the streets and eat the shit, CKCR and all that, the corpses and all the dirt they have to eat. During our grandparents' time or parents' time, they had this. They didn't have these modern toilets. They have these rubber buckets containing all the shit. So sometimes people walk into the toilet and then they are doing their job, and then they look down, they see a ghost there, and they faint. So you see, ghosts go to such dirty places to eat all the dirty things because they have nothing better to eat. So when they are in that state, they come back. I give you there are many real case stories. But 2 years ago, my friend in Kuantan called me up. My friend in the Buddhist Society. He had just retired, so his mother passed away. And then after keeping in the house for a few days, then they buried the mother. One day after burying the mother came back and entered the sister's body and called his name. So he got shocked. The way the mother spoke, is the lips moving also exactly like the mother, the voice also exactly like the mother. And he told my friend, he said, I have something very important to talk to you about. And I'm very sorry, I have to borrow, mention the daughter's name. So I have to borrow her body to speak to you, but I have no choice. I know it makes her very tired, she said. She said, I have to speak now, otherwise later I have no chance to speak. And she said, she's very suffering a lot now. And she comes back to the house, even her own house also she cannot enter. There's this house spirit. When you are a human being, you are the boss. You walk in and out. After you become a ghost, it's in different state already. The house spirit will block you. You cannot enter. Don't recognize maybe. So she was feeling a lot of dukkha. So my friend, being very ignorant of the Dhamma, he said, Mo Pin, he said, you continue to walk. Say, where it's bright, you go. Where it's dark, you don't go. I was thinking, when you're in the ghost realm, everywhere is dark, isn't it? Where the bright place? So the mother realized that he couldn't help her, so she left. Tell you, ghost stories are very interesting, Tell you another one. Many years ago in Penang, I had one lady supporter. Actually, she's a very pleasant Thai lady, married to a Malaysian Chinese in Penang. And the husband was not a very straightforward guy. So he will bring the wife to the temple and let her do dana, and then he'll go away, and 2-3 hours later he'll come and pick her up. So he himself never wanted to go into the temple. But one day he got sick, very sick to the point where he coughed blood. Then he thought he was going to die, so he prayed to heaven for life. And he made a vow that if he lived, he would change his ways. He would not cheat people. He would come to the temple to do dana and learn the Dhamma and all that. And then he lived. So after that, he started coming and used to see me regularly and ask me a lot of questions about Dhamma. I started to teach him the Dhamma, and I was learning quite fast. And then Chinese New Year came. the sister came back from KL, went to visit the mother in the old wooden house. When she entered the house, after a short while, a ghost entered her and started calling for the brother's name. The mother got a shock and asked him who he was, and he mentioned his name. Actually, he was this man's younger brother who died 10 years ago. He also used to join bad company and drink liquor and all that. And one day he got drunk, coming back on the motorcycle. He got run over by a lorry and he died. So he called for his brother, and he told the mother, he said, he's suffering, he's very hungry, and his abdomen is in pain. Probably the lorry went over him, I still can feel the pain. So he said he wanted his brother to help him. So the mother got a shock, and the mother didn't know what to do. And the mother said, "You please go back wherever you came from. You go back." So he saw that the mother could not help him, so he left. So later, this man, the brother heard, and he came to see me and told me about it. I said, "You see, 10 years, your brother never looked for you. Now you learn the Dhamma, your brother comes to look for you. Why? Now got hope, Now this person learned the Dhamma, there's a chance that he can help his brother. Formerly, when he doesn't know the Dhamma, even the brother came to him also, he wouldn't know how to help the brother." So I told him, your brother needs your help. You have to do some dana and transfer the merit to him. But before you do the dana, for the next few nights, every night, you light incense and pray and tell him that you want to do dana on his behalf. In a few temples, and the merit is his. That means he represents the brother to do the dana. So I told him to go to those temples where there are a few monks and offer food and offer either a piece of cloth or a robe on behalf of the brother. And every time he does that, transfer the merit. So he did that for a few days. Then after that, he transferred the merit, and then the brother didn't come back. So you see, it's interesting. After 10 years or so, they still keep an eye on you, waiting for the chance, and you can help them. When there's a chance, only they come back. In Timor, where I stay, these villagers told me that 15 years ago, two sisters, about 15, 16 years old, around our area there, it's the Kinta Valley, a lot of ex-mining ponds, So these two sisters, they want to gather, this lotus flower, the seeds. People like to eat the seeds of the lotus flower. So the two of them, they didn't know how to swim. They rowed a sampan to the middle of the pond, the big lake, to gather these lotus seeds. And then they died. The boat capsized and they died. 15 years later, one day, they came back to the house, and they were seen standing outside the gate there with the clothes all wet. The neighbor saw. The neighbor was surprised. Who are these two young girls peeping into the house, looking very anxiously in front of the gates there, looking into the house? So the neighbor looked carefully and got a shock and realized that these two girls died 15 years ago, and they still come back. After that, they went away. Then the neighbor told the grandfather. The grandfather was very surprised. And so he a lot of our Chinese, they are not Buddhists, they don't know what to do. They go and engage the Molo, Sai Kong, come and pray. But ghosts, you pray for them, they don't want all your prayers. Just like you go to Africa, the Africans are hungry, you do chanting for them, they're happy or not? They want makan, isn't it? They want clothes, isn't it? So we should offer these two things. food and clothing.